Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ifani, Ify for short, and welcome back to my old and new subscribers. You guys are welcome. I promise, as usual, it will be interactive and it will be educative too and informative too. Please guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop your comments. I will be going through them one by one. I told you guys that I'll be talking much more about cheap universities in Europe and across. Now, in my previous videos, I talked about cheap schools in the UK, United Kingdom. But today, I will be talking about cheap schools in Canada. Yeah, you heard me right, cheap schools in Canada. I'll be talking about cheap schools in Canada. You heard me right, cheap schools in Canada. Payment plans are very okay. All you got to do is, I will give you the names, you go back, Google more, try to know more. Like I always tell you before that in my previous videos, that before you choose any subject or any course, try to know the tuition fee of that particular school. Before you before you start applying for any course, try to know the tuition fee of a particular course, because most times tuition fees differ from others. Apart from nursing and medical courses, there are other courses too that are expensive too, not only medical courses. So once you apply, try to know the courses and try to know the particular tuition fee for the course you want to go for. Now, let's move straight to business. Now, please remember that some of you that want to apply for January intakes, this is your time to start applying now. There are many schools in Canada that are still open for January intake. Start applying, guys. Don't let nothing be a problem. Don't have any restraint. Now, these schools, I'm talking about 10 schools in Canada. Yes, 10 schools in Canada that are very cheap. Not only 10 schools, I'm talking about only 10 schools I researched that are very cheap in Canada. Now, these schools, one good thing about these schools is that they don't ask for any English proficiency test. All you have to do, once you graduated from an English-speaking country, or your mode of teaching during your university days was English language, you can apply. Start applying. Even francophone countries that speak French, you can also apply. It is open for every country that speak English, that speak French. Apart from countries that speak French and English, the rest can still apply with their English proficiency test. But if you fall in this category I just mentioned now, you don't need that English proficiency test to start applying. Yes, you heard me right. You don't need it to start applying. All you have to do is get your documents ready. Now, one good thing about these schools I selected to talk about today is that their mode of payment is very okay. Their mode of payment is very okay. How do I mean their mode of payment? How do I mean their mode of payment? Now, they accept installment payment. Yes, you heard me right. Schools in Canada accept installment payment. Yes, they accept that. Now, the first school we'll be talking about today is University of Northern British Columbia. University of Northern British Columbia. Now, this school, their tuition fee ranges from 1,000 Canadian dollars to 5,000 Canadian dollars. And one good thing about this school is that they have room for people that cannot afford the full payment. They give you the opportunity to split your school fees into 6 times. Into what? 6 times. That means you can pay the installment is 6 times. It's not that you have to divide it or you'll be given like 10% to pay the 10% of the school fees. No, you can divide your tuition fee into 6. That is what this school I just mentioned earlier, they accept now. Now the second one I'll be talking about is Simon Fraser University. Their school fees is about 5,300 Canadian dollars. Now guys, I will not be talking about all the schools and their installments. I want you to do that research on your own. As an applicant, as a student that want to apply for schools in abroad, you know you have to do some of the research on your own. My own is to tell you about those universities, then you go and research and do more research on them and check if they accept courses that you want to, if they accept courses, if the course of your choice or the course you have in mind to study, that particular school accepts that. Now please start applying. The applications are on. Start applying. Go to their website, read more on their requirements. Most of them, they don't even have much requirement. The only thing they want is transcript, your degree certificate, and your passport, which you know. Like in my previous video, I talked about things that anybody that wants to study abroad should have. Go and check on my first video. I talked about things you should have, the requirement, documents that should be made available. That once you start applying for abroad, schools in abroad, you have to make those documents available. Now we move to school number 3. Our school number 3 is University Saskatchewan. I don't know if that's the correct pronunciation, but you can check from there the right spelling and you can check the right pronunciation. Now this particular school, their tuition fee starts from 6,730 Canadian dollars. Yes, you heard me right, 6,730 Canadian dollars. Like I said earlier, you have to Google more. Let Google be your friend this particular time, unless you are not planning on traveling abroad. But once you want to travel abroad this season, you have to make Google your friend to know more about the schools I'm mentioning here. Now we move to school number 4. And the school number 4 is Brandon University. And this school, their tuition fee is 7,203 Canadian dollars. Remember that I told you that most of these schools, they have installment plan, which is installment plans, which means you don't have to pay your tuition fee at once. They will give you a certain amount for your first deposit. Like I told you about the first school accepts 6 installments, but other ones, they also accept that, but you have to do the research on your own. Yes, you have to do this particular research on your own. Now our school number 5 is Université de Saint Boniface. I think it's a French word. I think Université de Saint Boniface. And this particular school, their tuition fee is almost 7,500 Canadian dollars. That is their school fees. Remember, before you start applying, check the courses and their tuition fees. Don't forget that. Now our 6th university will be Canadian Menonite University. And their tuition fee is 10,000 Canadian dollars. Please guys, don't forget, I'll keep repeating it. Before you start applying, check the courses and their requirements and their tuition fee. Don't rush. First of all, try to Google more, read more about that particular school and their requirements. School requirements differs. Some school will accept this, while some will not accept. Like I told you earlier, these schools I'm talking about, they don't accept. It's not as if they don't make IELTS. They don't make IELTS compulsory. If you have it, fine. If you don't have, good. If you have it, fine. If you don't have it, it's okay. Once you graduated from an English-speaking country, or your mode of teaching was in English language, you are good to go, guys. So start applying. But first of all, Google more and do more research on them. Then our school number 7 is University of Waterloo. Our school number 7 is University of Waterloo. This particular school, their tuition fee is from 11,300 Canadian dollars. Guys, school number 8 is Memorial University of Newfoundland. This same school, their tuition fee is thereabout around 11,500 Canadian dollars. That is it. Most of these schools, they don't ask of IELTS exams. They don't. Our school number 9 is Dominican University. Our school number 9 is Dominican University. So their tuition fee is about 12,494 Canadian dollars. Yes, 12,494 Canadian dollars. But like I told you earlier, they still accept installments. Once you read more about them, Google more, they will tell you. You can even send messages to them. You can even send them mails that you want to know their mode of payment, their installment plan for international students. You can send those kind of mails to them. They will reply. Maybe you might not get an instant response, but you will get a response. Highest, maybe within 3 working days, they will respond to your mail. Guys, try to send more mails to those schools you want to apply. Tell them, write to them, tell them any of your questions. You can write it to them, ask them. They have people that will answer any of your questions, or they will even send you a link for you to go and check and read on your own. Now, our last but not the least school, University number 10 is University of Galgary. Their tuition fee is 12,695 Canadian dollars. Yes, you heard me right. 12,695 Canadian dollars. Guys, I've been saying this all through this video. Before you start applying, try to Google more, read more about the courses, read more about their tuition fees and their installment plans for international students. I just added now, you can also send them mails asking them about their installment plans for international students. Now guys, this is the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and drop in your comments. See you guys next time. Bye.